Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I feel like it's just not right. Obviously, I mentioned this yesterday on stream. We talked about this a bit on stream. But it's basically about Rosanna and her kit, kind of how Nikke released this character. Now, obviously, I'm not mad that Nikke dropped a bad character. I can't be. We've had a lot of good ones. It's time for us to actually have some type of a break, right? Obviously, Noir, Blanc, and Dorothy were all kind of like must-have characters. So it's only fair that the next character was quite bad. But it's not really the fact that she's bad. It's kind of just opened up my eyes yesterday on stream that they made a PvP character for PvP, right? They made a PvP based character for PvP, but the problem is PvP, there's a big problem with PvP. Now, actually, yesterday, I didn't even realize this, but apparently, for the 7 months or since this game arena has unlocked, I have never noticed that there was a tab down here that said Champions Arena, right? I have never noticed that there was a tab down here that you can click on that says Champions Arena, and apparently this is never open, and it's been here since the beginning of Arena. But the biggest problem with Arena, especially for Rookie Arena, is the fact that no matter what, you cannot change your arena group. That's the biggest problem I feel like with this game, right? They have Arena, and it does have like a weekly or 2 weeks like little every 2 weeks like refreshes or whatever, like seasons type thing, right? But whatever arena group you're in, that's your arena group. So the problem with that is that you will never be able to change out of your arena group. And as for me, I'm in #1 in my own arena group, which means no matter what, right, nobody is going to surpass me, essentially, because I play every single day. I'm upgrading every single day, right? Mormag, who is the second person I believe right now in the Mormag, they haven't logged on since the 9th of what, January, February, March, April. They haven't logged in since the 9th of April. It's June. It's about to be 2 months since this person has logged off or been logged on, and they are the second place right now in my thing. I think #3 does log in. Yeah, they log in. Not every day, but they do log in. But it's kind of sad because literally no matter what, I will never be able to switch. I will never be able to fight anybody else. I'm forced to fight people who are just under me in Arena, right? And there's like a lot of people like that in the same situation. And I think even for the special arena, I'm not in #1 for my special arena, but the same thing for special arena. I believe this doesn't refresh either. You're fighting the same people. Definitely let me know for about this one. I'm not sure. I haven't really paid too much attention to special arena. But in rookie arena, you're fighting the same type of people, right? And it's most likely special arena too. So they need to make a feature that you can actually change and switch, because it's not really gonna be fun whatsoever. Even if it's the best PvP character in the game, it's not really gonna matter if you're guaranteed gonna always be in #1, right? And at least that's just for me, right? It's just not gonna make sense for me to go for Rosanna whatsoever, because what am I gonna need her for? I'm already #1 in PvP. What do I need her for? To stay in #1? Like, no, right? Because the person who's in #2 place hasn't even been passed, and they have been off for almost 2 months. So you could kind of see the problem there, right? I'm in #1, and the person who's in second place hasn't been on for almost 2 months, and they're still in second place. It just shows how PvP is not being updated, it's not being touched or anything like that. Now, if you guys have noticed, I haven't made a should you continue summoning video for Rosanna, because yes, it's a free video. Yes, I could just take advantage of a video like that, but you should know that you shouldn't continue summoning for this girl, right? You shouldn't even summon for this girl, even if you do like PvP, because she's meant for PvP, and she's not even a top 10. But like I said, I'm not gonna get mad at Nikke for making a bad character, No, why would I? They just dropped 3 characters that were essentially must-have characters. You think I'm gonna complain that the next character after those 3 are not a must-have character as well? Kind of, because she's so hot. Rosanna's the hottest character in the game. Like look-wise, she's the hottest character to me personally. So it does hurt that she's not really good at all. But I really do think they should fix this, right? Not like the character, but really if they do decide to do more PvP characters. I want to say this is realistically our first PvP character. Like obviously Jackal was a summonable PvP character, but like Rosanna's kit just screams PvP. Jackal's is not really just for PvP. Right, this is something that works outside of PvP. This is actually quite useful in PvE content. It's just people don't really use Jackal in PvE because you don't really need all that tank, all that support, or not that support, but all that defensive tank, right, support. You don't really need all that from Jackal. That's why people really just say she's a PvP character, right? But she wasn't like created for the aspect of just PvP. Clearly, Rosanna was, because her whole kit depends on how much Nikkes die. Why would you want your Nikkes to die in PvE content, right? And the only other ways you could have Nikkes die is in PvP where you're fighting other Nikkes, right? And where her brisket only affects 2 attacker enemies. Like Jackal doesn't say nothing like that. So Rosanna here was really the first PvP character in the game. Now I hope they don't do more of these PvP characters, right? I don't mind them having bad characters, but don't make PvP characters anymore, to be honest. Make a character that is very good in PvP or very bad in PvP, right? But they're good everywhere else or very bad everywhere else, right? That's a fair, right? Like freaking Ray. Ray is a good example. She's okay in PvP and pretty ass everywhere else, right? Make it like that, but Rays could be used everywhere else. You don't have to forcefully use a character in PvP, right? Because then it doesn't really make sense in my eyes when you're not even updating Arena. Like I said, I just realized yesterday that Champions Arena was a tab here. I've opened up PvP every single day since this thing has come out, and well, except for like the month or 2 I've been off, right? But when it came out and when I came back, every day I've come to Arena and I've yet to see this button. This is the first time I've seen this button here, and it's been here since the beginning. So I don't know. I personally think if you are going to do this thing of Arena characters again, at least try to change Arena, right? Because when you click refresh, you don't refresh your Arena group. As of right now, I have no idea how to change your Arena group, right? You can see, like, this is what my Arena is. How much L's are there? There's 1, 2, and 3. 3 L's in the last 15 days, right? In the last 2 weeks, I only had 3 L's, and it's probably, what were the teams? Can I see? Probably just teams that I've never, you know what I mean? So it just shows that for me personally, and there's many other people like this, PvP, it's not going to be as entertaining, right? It's not like I'm forcefully fighting the weak people. I'm fighting Mormac, who's in number 2, and I'm always winning because this person doesn't log in at all, right? So don't make more PvP characters, Nikke. I know you're not going to watch this video, but you know, just please try not to make more videos like, or more characters like this. If anything, make characters that are very good for PvP but also have a lot of use in PvE, because Rosanna has none, right? Rosanna has none. If you look at the Pride win tier list, she's like D tier in all categories and A in PvP, right? She's the lowest in D tier, and right under her are the R characters. This is a SSR, a summonable SSR at that, right? So you guys could kind of understand why it doesn't really make sense for them to drop a PvP specific character to a game mode that they don't even update themselves, right? It doesn't really make sense in my eyes, right? Thankfully, nobody's really too mad about it, right? Nobody really can be, especially since you guys, I know everybody summoned for Dorothy. Blanc and Noir, a lot of people picked them up, especially finding out how good they were. So I'm not really gonna say people are mad about it, but I feel like if you're gonna do this where they're good in PvP, very good in PvP, make it that they're usable in PvE. Don't make a character who gets stronger based on what? How much Nikkes are dead. That makes no sense. Don't make it, because she's not gonna win, right? If I'm fighting Chatterbox and all my Nikkes are dead, is she gonna carry me? Probably not, right? Because that's what? Only an 88% buff. Scarlet gets more than that when everybody's alive, so it doesn't make sense for me. But you guys let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or not, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Later. Peace.